Hi, what's up? Welcome to this new Solo Living Arise vid. In today's video, I'm gonna go over the brand new dark setup for the hard mode Power of Destruction that got me nearly 45 billion in a single run. As always, for this video, I will go over the Song Jinwoo setup, the team to play with that setup, and then the full run at the end. But before I jump into it, make sure you're supporting me on the Mobile Creator Program. The link is in the description and the pinned comment below. I'm getting 3 new codes very soon, so make sure you don't miss out on them. Alright, so for the Song Jinwoo setup for the weapons, we're gonna go with Moonshadow and Plum. Obviously, those are the two best options when it comes to the dark element. For the skills, we're gonna go with Magnifying Slashes, obviously, and then Death Dance Dark. Why Death Dance? Is just, it's high damage and it's low cooldown, so it's gonna help us break the hands, and also, since the cooldown is very low, we're gonna be able to use it on the head and the hands. And for the QTs, we're gonna go with Thunderstorm and Squall. For the blessings, we're gonna go with Bloodlust, Reawakening, We Are One, and Sharp Perception. We go with We Are One on top of Bloodlust, Reawakening, and Sharp Perception, which are like the 3 main ones we always use. We go with We Are One just to boost Minnie's damage. Minnie is basically gonna do more damage than you. And obviously, spoiler, we are going to use Minnie since she's fucking broken. For the stats distribution on Song Jinwoo, you want to go with 150 points in Intelligence and the rest in Strength. And for his artifacts, you want to run 4 Curse and 4 Expert. For the stats, you want to aim for 10k crit rate, 200% crit damage, 30% death pen, and also 30% damage increase. Obviously, this is not set in stone. For example, if you can't get your attack high enough, like if you have 40k attack with those kind of stats, well, obviously it's not going to work. So try to go with 25-25 or 20-20 and have more attack. I think if you're below 50k attack, you might want to reconsider the 30-30 and just go for lower stats. Alright, so now onto the hunters to run. So obviously, Dark Team, Harper with 8-piece Greed, Ayla with 4 Guardian and 4 Sylph, and lastly, Minnie with 8-piece Infamy. For the shadows, since we have Harper on Greed and Minnie already has a lot of crit, we can just go with Bestie, Skull, and Serby. For Minnie stats, you want to have between 9 and 10k crit rate, 100% crit damage, 30% death pen, and 30% damage increase, just like Song Jinwoo. For her cores, you want to go with the orange one on the top, the red one on the middle, and the purple one on the bottom. As for Harper, you basically want to try to have the same stats as Minnie, so 9 to 10k crit rate, 200% crit damage, 30% death pen, 30% damage increase, and her HP as high as possible. Just like Song Jinwoo, if you can't get Minnie's defense and Harper's HP high enough, you can lower the death pen and the damage increase to like 25% or 20%. Basically, you just have to adapt. And obviously, when it comes to Ayla, you just want to have as much damage increase as possible on her for her passives. She's not going to deal that much damage. It's not really important. So yeah, you just want her to buff you as much as possible. And that wraps up the whole setup part. I'm not going to go over a few tips to make your run smoother, and I'll leave you guys with the full run at the end. Alright, so when you start the run, you want to do your Plum skill as soon as possible. So you basically spam it. Then you want to pop your shadows, shadow step the hand that's available. Use your Death Dance, use your Moonshadow, and then after that, you're going to use your Sonic Stream. You only want to use 2 times, right? So you do 1, 2, and you leave the last instance out because it's basically not going to be useful because the hand is basically going to die. As you can see, it's dead with just 2. And then you go on the left hand and you don't Shadow Step. If you Shadow Step, you're not going to be able to have it on the head. So you don't Shadow Step. You just use Magnifying Slashes, and then you use your QTs. Both QTs, and then you use Plum. And that should be enough to break. If that's not enough, you can also throw your Death Dance. Obviously, you would rather not to, but if you have to, you just do it. It's better to use your Death Dance than having to like just hit it with like basic attacks for like 20 minutes. And so then when you break, you just Shadow Step, dash, Death Dance, Moonshadow, dash, Sonic Stream, and then you do basic attacks. Then you look at one of the hands, you do your Plum. You usually want to try to be on the same side as Minnie to help her break, and you're basically never going to Shadow Step any hands. From now on, you don't Shadow Step hands. Because you don't need to. Like, Minnie does so much damage that you don't need to Shadow Step. As you can see, you use your Death Dance when you can. If you have Death Dance up and there's a full hand to break, just do it. Like, just use it. It's fine. You'll use your Death Dance on the head anyways, so it's fine. As you can see, I'm going to break here. And I'm not going to have Death Dance, so I'm just going to Shadow Step, dash, Moonshadow, dash, Sonic Stream, and then dash Death Dance. And basically, you just have to adapt like that for the whole run. The whole run is the same. Go on the same hand as Minnie, break. Go on the other one, break. Use Death Dance if you have to. Use Plum on the hands. Use the QTs on the hands. It's always the same thing. For the Golem, basically, you want, when he spawns, you want to have your Squall QT, you want to use it, and then you also want to use your Death Dance, and then Heartbreak is gonna break the rest. And you can use your Sonic Stream on the Golem, it's not that important. So use your Sonic Stream on the Golem to kill, and yeah, so you skip the Golem as fast as possible. And then when you come back, it's basically the same thing over and over again. Break the hands, help Meanie, all that stuff. The run is super easy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to not miss any more uploads. I will now leave you guys with the full run. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in my next one. See ya.
赤羽の意識落馬遅い
진짜 나는 이제부터야. 진짜 나는 이제부터야. 진짜 나는 이제부터야. 여긴 우리 덕분이야. 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 여긴 우리 덕분이야.